when school's back in session, I don't know what you like to do, but this is what I like to do. So I have my buckets with all my washing in here, and I soak them overnight, and then I wash them. So when Selena's in school, then I wash them and hang them. What I like to do is batch cooking. I like to actually make a lot of things. So I'm making all of these sausages, and I'm gonna make some pasta sauce that I made. And I also have water boiling here for rice. I am gonna make some chicken stir fry rice. Another important thing for me is to stock up on all my stuffs. Make sure everything's filled up. And look at this fun pepper grinder. I'm actually quite excited about it. Got the popcorn there. Mama Selena for African Daisy. So I'm here waiting for Miss Chumbine. Today was a day that, yesterday I was highly motivated to do a lot of things. Today I did not. I did nothing. I slept like a good portion of the morning, afternoon, the whole day. Anyway, and that's okay. I think sometimes that can be okay. But anyway, I think that what I wanted to say in all of this is that one of the things that I had to ask the Lord early on is that when I'm going through something, like I want to be able to trust in the Lord, know that He is a good God, all the things in the midst of when I'm going through something, like not this thing of going through something and being devastated and can't even like pick myself up off the floor, or just like the ups and downs of life, like maybe there's nothing terribly devastating, but maybe life is just not going the way you want it to go. And but I just didn't want to be, I felt like, I believe that as a believer in Jesus Christ, that we're not supposed to live like that. When you look at Jesus' life, he was very, how would you say, like he didn't have these ups and downs. He was just happy. He was joyful, right? And when we read in the scriptures, it says that the Bible tells us that in His presence is the fullness of joy, right? So the fullness of joy is in His presence. And so Jesus spent a lot of time with God. He spent a lot of time with God. And so anyway, I realized that is important for me, obviously. If Jesus had to spend a lot of time with God, then me too, right? So anyway, but I've realized that when I'm in the middle of something, so I definitely can say I am in the middle of something, when you're waiting for answered prayers and you're being expectant for answered prayers, wanting to not have these ups and downs, and just wanting to live like Jesus, and not have these ups and downs. And so, yes. So, and then of course you got the normal natural things that happen, for us women, we have normal functions in our body that can cause your feelings to be, your times of the month can cause your feelings to go up and down. It messes with your hormones. Your for a guy. I don't even know. I'm not sure if a guy goes through anything like that. So, so anyway, but for us, maybe I would say for a guy, the pressures or the pressure to provide, especially if you're a married man, the pressure to provide, all the things. So I guess you have that too. So I think, how do we take what we know, like, how do we take it and we say, okay, God, like, help me to not be in this roller coaster of like, I'm happy now, I'm sad now. And just to be able to, it doesn't mean that we're not allowed to cry. And so what does that look like practically? And I think that is what I'm trying to recognize in the moments where I feel like I didn't accomplish anything. And yet sometimes rest is vital. Yes, I think ultimately it is just the his presence that is very important, so that we can get up every day. We can rejoice, even if we haven't seen answered prayers, our prayers answered yet.